You're doing it again. That finger hovering over play. Season 1, Episode 1. The Office. For the 19th time. Your partner's looking at you like you've lost your mind. Your Netflix algorithm has officially given up on you. And somewhere, deep down, you know, there are thousands of new shows out there. Award-winning, critically acclaimed, perfectly bingeable. But you're not pressing play on any of them. You're going back to Jim and Pam, to Michael Scott, to the same jokes you've memorized, the same moments you've cried at, the same episodes that have shaped who you are. And everyone thinks you're stuck in the past. But what if I told you that what you're actually doing, this thing everyone calls weird or lazy, or can't you just watch something new, is one of the most psychologically healthy things you could be doing right now? What if your brain isn't stuck at all? What if it's protecting you, grounding you, healing you? Today, we're diving into the real psychology of why you rewatch the same shows over and over again. And by the end of this, you're going to understand that your comfort show isn't just entertainment, it's survival. Let's start with the question everyone's asking. Why would you watch something when you already know what happens? Michael Scott is going to say, "That's what she said." We know this. Ross and Rachel are getting off the plane together. Spoiler alert from 2004. Harry's going to defeat Voldemort. Ferris is getting his day off. If you already know the ending, what's the point? Here's what your brain knows that everyone judging you doesn't. Knowing what happens next is exactly the point. Psychologists call this the mere exposure effect, which sounds boring until you realize it explains why you emotionally connect with a sitcom from 2005 more than your actual neighbors. The more you're exposed to something, the more you like it. Simple, elegant, slightly concerning when you think about your relationship with The Princess Bride. But here's the deeper truth. Your brain craves predictability in a world that is aggressively, relentlessly, exhaustingly unpredictable. Think about your day today. Did your boss send a weird email that you're still trying to decode? Are your bills doing that thing where they keep existing? Did someone in your life just discover a personality trait that's testing every ounce of your patience? Now think about your comfort show. Maybe it's Parks and Rec. Maybe it's Seinfeld. Maybe you've watched Back to the Future more times than you've been to the gym this year. No judgment. Same. When you watch it, you're not hunting for plot twists. You're not on the edge of your seat wondering what happens next. You're wrapped in a cognitive blanket fort. You know exactly how the conflict resolves. You know Chandler and Monica end up happy. You know the good guys win and the jokes land and everything gets tied up in 22 minutes or 90 minutes or however long you need to remember that some things in this world still make sense. And here's what nobody tells you. Your brain is actually working less when you rewatch, which sounds like an insult, but is actually the entire appeal. When you watch something new, your brain is in full detective mode. Who's that character? Why did they say that? What's going to happen? Is this foreshadowing or just a weird lamp? Exhausting. But rewatching? That's cognitive cruise control. A study from psychologist Christelle Russell found that rewatching gives us a sense of control and safety. No surprises, no betrayals, no shocking character deaths that ruin your entire week. You already survived the emotional damage once. Now, you're just visiting old friends. But wait. There's something even weirder happening. You're not actually experiencing the same thing twice. I know. It's literally the same episode. Same jokes, same will they, won't they tension. But you've changed. Watch The Lion King as a kid? You're Simba, running away from responsibility. Watch it in your 20s? You're Mufasa, suddenly aware of mortality. Watch it later in life. You're crying in the first 10 minutes because you finally understand every single word Mufasa said about legacy and time. Same with The Matrix. First viewing, cool fight scenes and bullet time. Later viewings, an uncomfortably accurate metaphor for choosing comfort over truth. Different life stage, different lens. Same movie, new emotional unlocks. But there's another layer here that nobody talks about, the social one. Remember when you first watched your favorite show? Maybe you watched it with your sister every Thursday night, back when you actually had to be home at a specific time to catch it live. Maybe The Big Lebowski was your entire personality for a while. Maybe you and your roommate watch Die Hard every December before it was even a debate whether it's a Christmas movie. These shows and movies, they're time capsules. When you rewatch, you're not just watching the show, you're visiting a previous version of yourself. You're reconnecting with the person you were when these characters first mattered to you. And sometimes, you're grieving someone you used to watch it with. The friend who moved across the country, the parent who introduced you to Groundhog Day, the ex who ruined The Notebook, but you still watch it anyway because spite is a powerful motivator. Rewatching is comfort, but it's also remembering. It's keeping someone close through the shared experience of a story you both loved. All right, deep breath. Let's bring this back to earth. There's also a very simple reason you keep rewatching things. You're too tired to make decisions. Decision fatigue is real. You've made approximately 7,000 choices today. What to eat, what to wear, which emails to ignore while looking productive. Choosing a new show, that's another decision. What if it's bad? What if you invest 3 episodes and hate it? What if it gets canceled after 1 season? What if everyone says it's amazing, but you think it's trash? Or you could just put on Good Will Hunting for the 30th time and cry at the "it's not your fault" scene, like a well-adjusted human being. Zero risk, maximum comfort, peak efficiency. And finally, the part that might make you feel seen or slightly called out. For a lot of people, rewatching is a form of emotional regulation. It's self-soothing. When the world feels like chaos, and let's be honest, when doesn't it? You need something stable, something where the good guys win and the jokes land, and everything resolves in the time it takes to eat dinner. Therapist Dr. Pamela Rutledge has pointed out that rewatching familiar content can reduce anxiety and provide a sense of control. It's like a weighted blanket for your brain, predictable emotional beats, safe sadness, controlled crying during that one scene in Toy Story 3 that destroys everyone. You're not avoiding new experiences, you're actively choosing peace. So the next time someone judges you for watching When Harry Met Sally for the 15th time, you can hit them with the science. You're not stuck in the past. You're engaging in a psychologically beneficial practice that promotes emotional stability, provides comfort through predictability, and strengthens your sense of identity through meaningful narrative repetition. Or just tell them to mind their business. That works too. Look, new shows are great. Exploring unfamiliar stories? Amazing. But there's nothing wrong with returning to the stories that shaped you, the ones that make you laugh at the same jokes, the ones that make you cry even though you know it's coming, the ones that remind you of who you were before life got complicated. Your comfort show isn't a crutch, it's a companion, a reminder of who you were, who you are, and maybe who you're becoming. It's a little piece of consistency in an inconsistent world. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a date with Michael Scott again for the 19th time, and I regret nothing. If this hit home for you, please subscribe. And if you want to support these deep dives, hit that join button to become a channel member. I would genuinely appreciate your support. Here's some more videos that I think you'll resonate with. Same energy, different angle. See you there.